day 236, I believe. Going on strong. So today what I want to talk about is like self-development work. And I think this is really important for people to hear. Hi, Brooke. And this is like when you first begin doing self-development work, you feel like you're going from one end of the, like, you feel like you're going from one extreme to the other extreme. You feel like you're noticing, your limiting beliefs. You're noticing that things aren't working. You're noticing it all. And you're like, okay, I got to be positive. I got to think positive. And you might find yourself like, struggling a little bit to get to that other side of like overcoming that limiting belief. And you might find yourself being like, this is hard. Like you're feeling like you're constantly like, every time you notice that belief comes up, every time you notice your lack mentality comes up or not feeling enough. And you're just like, okay, I recognize it. I see it. Now I gotta like rewire my brain and rethink it. And I just wanted to let you know that that is not forever. In the beginning, the pendulum may feel like you're legit going from one end to the other end. And it feels like getting to that other end, you're like, ugh. It can feel like a lot. It can feel heavy. It can feel hard. But the more you do it, the more you continue doing your self-development work, the more you begin healing, consciously and subconsciously, the gap gets smaller. And then it doesn't get as hard to get into that one, from one end to the other. It just gets smaller and smaller. And so then the pendulum, in some cases, it doesn't always fully go away, the limiting belief, but it's there, but you see it and you can navigate it and you're like, okay, I see you, hold space for you. Okay, now let's go back this way. And then it just gets smaller and smaller. And then there are at times where it does fully go away and you've healed it and you've moved on from it. And then there are other times that certain beliefs and certain things are going to be with you for life. And that's okay. It's just like, how do you navigate them? And so I wanted to say that even if you are in a moment of your journey where it feels hard shifting your thoughts, it feels hard rewiring your brain, know that that portion is not forever and that it does get easier. It does get simpler. Like, I know that when I first used to launch programs, my whole thing was like, nobody's going to buy. Like, I would legit go on a live or I would post something on IG. And the minute the live went up, the minute the IG like story or post went up, right away, my mind would be like, no, nobody's going to buy. And once I recognized it and began to like look into it and really tap into that wound and that belief, then it didn't happen right away. Then it happened an hour later. And then eventually happened 2 hours later. Eventually it happened 6 hours later. And then so that gap just got smaller and smaller. And now it happens, but it's like a whisper. And I'm like, okay, it's still there. Doesn't mean that nobody's going to sign up. And I know how to talk myself through it. I know what to say so that my inner child feels safe and feels okay. And how I coach myself through it. But it's a whisper now. It's not as loud as it used to be when I first used to launch programs. And so keep going. You got this. You can do it. And that is today's little inspirational message. And I hope you have a lovely day. The other thing I want to ask you. Okay, so my birthday is coming up in about a month in November. And I've been thinking of changing up my hair. So normally in the past, I've always done neutral colors. It's been my thing, always done neutral. And I know eventually I do want to do a blonde balayage. But I'm willing to put that on hold if I do something crazy for the winter. And so what do you think? Should I do something crazy for the winter? Like, I'm thinking like maybe like purple. Like not full head, but like highlights. Like purple highlights. Not sure. Purple. I don't know. Should I? Purple? Like purple highlights with bangs? Maybe? Should I put bangs? I don't know. Or side bangs? Should I go like emo punk rock? I'm kidding. Brooke, yes. Do it. Yeah, I'm toying with it. I need to like go on Pinterest and get some inspiration and see like, I don't know, maybe like some, yeah, like purple highlights, like not at like fully at the top, but I was thinking like thick ones, but like all underneath, like kind of like, I think like one hairdresser once called it like peekaboo highlights. Do the purple, worst case scenario, you dye it over with the neutral. That's true. That's true. It's not forever. It's not forever. But yeah, I don't know. Thinking of doing something fun. I've never done any fun colors on my hair. Never. And so, thinking like purple. Anyways, I'm going to go on Pinterest. But yeah. Thanks, Brooke. Or purple. Ooh, purple balayage. Ooh, okay. I need to go on Pinterest and explore. Oh my God, that would be so much fun. Oh my God. Purple balayage. Because then when it fades, the blonde will still be there from the bleach. So then all I would have to do is just like kind of like tone it and do a little bit more bleaching after. And if I want to transition to a blonde balayage. Ooh. Brooke, you got me thinking. Okay. I'm going to go explore on Pinterest and see what I'm going to find. It's going to be fun. Okay. That's it for today. Thanks, Brooke, for watching and all your recommendations. And I will speak to you all soon. Bye.